Hello everyone, this is Samantha with Tunedin Tarot. This video is a general reading for our Taurus friends, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, depending on what area of your life you're looking for guidance. If it's in a Taurus area, then this might be for you. Really quick, this is kind of a pretty fresh channel for me, well, just in general, and this is my 5th video, and I do have things I already know I'm going to work on. I want to get through the full zodiac with the setup I have now, and then I'll make adjustments as we go, getting better video and audio quality, but wanted to put these out here for you guys. So I really appreciate any support, all your support. Like, click subscribe, share, whatever the case is. So yeah, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're watching, and I hope that this helps you out. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't, like you hear everybody say. But I did pre-shuffle the decks prior to starting this video. Once we get started, I will shuffle a couple times again. I'm going to clear the space first, and then we'll go ahead and shuffle, since declaring that intention for our Taurus friends, looking for guidance there. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to hear 3 loud clangs, just these bells to clear the space. That's all it is, and then we'll get on with the reading. Okie dokie. So how this spread's going to work, try to keep it pretty simple here. What we're looking at, we're going to do 5 cards. We're going to do your current energy, some next steps, some challenges, obstacles, your strengths and resources, and a new focus or potential outcome. And we will clarify as well. Clarifying is the best part, I think. But okay. So I'm going to get some shuffles in here with these cards. Shuffling for my Taurus friends. Give me 1 second here. It's a little cold. I have the heater on me because it's cold. Let's see. So we are looking for guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Can I make that into a song? I think I should. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, yeah. Taurus. I'm just joking. Let's do this one and one more little shuffle. All right. Knight of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, the Star, Temperance, Ace of Cups, wah wah wee wah wah. Bottom of the deck is Strength. Take a look here. Okay. Well, like I said, we will clarify. But, you know, just looking at, we'll start off with your current energy, current situation, which is the Knight of Swords. And my goodness, something inside me just wants to tell you, just slow the F down. I don't know. For whatever reason, this card's giving me, this card's giving me anxiety. You know, not that it's bad, I just, I don't know. It's your current energy, your current situation. This is truth seeking, being assertive, dealing with the situation head on. Confrontation can't be avoided. I feel like you're just really, you're, you know, and like I said, we're going to clarify, but this is something that is moving very fast, and it might be too fast for its own good. You might be in a situation right now that, I don't know, it felt good to take action on and to move on and to be assertive of getting caught up in, but I don't know, it's giving me anxiety, and I just need to stick with that. That's kind of part of that intuitive reading, is kind of like how I feel when I see it. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I think that just this energy right here is it's fast moving, it's progressive, but I don't think it's without its challenge. It's this anxiety here. Okay? And then we have I can pick this up, good God. The Ten of Pentacles in your next step. And I just love that darn card. It's just a lot. I mean, it's very busy, but I'm a Pentacles fan. I like all the good stuff that life has to offer. But with this in your next steps, you know, this is looking at love within family, people that support you in your life. It doesn't have to be like your family, but it's some sort of really solid, unwavering support system here, with regards to resource. Focus on spending time with people that you love, creating a network of prosperity. As your next step, I take this as an action step, and I really feel like this is maybe you looking at things from that generational wealth kind of thing. Like, you might be moving fast with stuff, you might be just charging ahead, but let's focus here. As your next steps, this is telling me that you could be very well in a place where you can build this, or celebrate it, or spend time within it, and we'll clarify, but it does have something to do with that stable family, community, where you are planting your freaking seeds, you know, like what this is all about, what your hard work is for. It's telling me to either focus on that or spend time with it. You might, honest to God, I feel like you're just freaking busy and just tackling all this shit, and maybe this is being neglected, but it's not neglected to a point where it's like just gonna like do harm, but I feel like you need to maybe kind of get more rooted in that, or utilize that for motivation. When we clarify, we'll know more, but why do I have these so spread out? I don't know, just whatever. Okay, so in your challenge situation, you have the Star, and I think this is such a pretty card. regardless of what position it's in. The star, this is hope, this is healing, uplifts your spirits, after a time of painful or violent transformation, helps renew your faith and hope in the future. It's asking you to allow yourself to get back into a state of creative flow, utilizing the gifts you have within you. So this is a healing energy. But why it's in a challenge position, I think maybe this is hope. Maybe you're wearing yourself out. With this being in your obstacle position, and it's at nighttime, I feel like you are giving a lot. I feel like you're giving a lot, or you've gave a lot, and you are looking for something. You're needing some sort of healing energy, something body and spirit that replenishes you. And yeah, so you might be a little drained right now, but I think that the fact that this is present in your challenge is that you're aware of it. Everything might seem good, but on the inside you might just be looking for something a little extra, a little something to carry you a little bit further. And it's connected to strength as well. So I really feel like that's that. I feel that, I feel like you're maybe you might be a little drained, and you're looking for something. You're looking for a little extra, little pick-me-up here. So we have temperance in your strength. And let me pick this up. These nails just aren't worth a damn here. Okay. So temperance as your resource. So temperance is about moderation, harmony, divine timing. I also look at temperance as like a method, like alchemy almost, like a method to tempering water or tempering food, or when you're cooking. It's a chemical kind of thing. Sometimes you can't just toss things in hot water and not expect them to cook. You have to temper the water, or or heating the water slowly, or cooling the water slowly. It's pouring the water back and forth. It's, this has so much to do with emotion as well. So much water. With it being in your strength and resource, I think you need to know that you're not alone in this. You don't have to do it alone. Right now I don't see, aside from your 10 of Pentacles, that obviously is some sort of community or family thing. I feel like you might feel like that you're tackling a lot of this alone. So whether you're just struggling with something like specific or feeling lost, this is a time for you to kind of tune in and really, I think it's telling you don't have to force anything right now. The universe is working behind the scenes to do stuff for you. And maybe you feeling like you're pushing too hard, that everything's on you, that, if you don't do X, Y, and Z right away, you're trying to tackle everything here. But like, if you don't do X, Y, and Z right away, like, shit's not going to work out for you. But I want to say with the Temperance card, like, I feel like it's just telling you that, like, it's not really up to all that. And I think that you're putting some undue pressure on yourself, unnecessary pressure on yourself, and there is a divine type of work that's going on behind the scenes that's going to get you where you need to be, and you don't have to be so just singled out, like, on yourself. Like, I feel like you're putting this pressure on yourself. But with this being in your strength and resources, you just need to know that just let go a little bit. The universe is going to take care of you. You know, nothing in this card tells me that you're in the wrong place or doing the wrong thing. I think it's just saying that, like, you're focusing so hard on just being this, like, super duper just assertive person and taking on everything because it means a lot to you. That's who you are, I feel like, as a person. And I 100% believe this is you, is that this is who you are right now as a person, is you got a hold of something that really lights a fire under your ass and you're riding it. But unfortunately, I think it's maybe just, it's draining you a little bit. And I think, and, you know, I said that without kind of really knowing, like, or paying attention to what you have here with your new focus or outcome, which is this Ace of Cups. This is new love, this is relationships, but I 100%, I think that this is you pouring into yourself. It could be new relationships when we clarify, like, I will find that out, we'll talk about it, but, like, gosh, this is love, focus on self-love, time for yourself, inspiration, personal development. I feel like that, I feel like, I will tell you that Knight of Swords really just drained me. He gave me anxiety. And I don't feel like your focus is on some of the right things right now. And I think you know that. And I think you're hoping for a break. And I think once you realize that you don't have to be so take charge of everything, you don't have to show everyone or be everything to everyone, or carry this persona of somebody who, you know, just tackles everything head on as soon as it comes up, or I don't know. I feel like as soon as you understand that you don't have to be all of this all the time, Temperance, like, you're gonna be okay. No one's gonna, like, disrespect you or think you're less than just because you know, not everything's requires, like, such a diehard sense of urgency. It's because it doesn't. Honest to God, it doesn't. But you're gonna be okay. Like there's whatever the situation you're in with this Temperance here, and this Page of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles. I don't think anything about your situation is bad. I think that it's just you're putting shit on yourself that might be what you think is expected of you, but I guarantee you it's not. And you need to tap back into you. You need to pour love into yourself, because you can't do anything. You can't do anything or help anybody unless you're right with yourself. I think people need you. This Ten of Pentacles. I think that, you know, this could be a family situation, or, you know, a community situation, but I think people need you. People rely on you. And I don't think you've really focused on them for a little bit. They're happy, like, they're solid, but I think you know you're missing them, and they know that they're missing you, and they're proud of you. And I think they understand the work that you do. I just think that you're just not taking care of yourself emotionally, and with some of the things that you're just draining yourself. You're running yourself dry, and I think you're really hoping for something to give here, and it can. I think that's the challenge, is that, I feel like you're running on this hope. I feel like you're running on this hope that things will shift, that it will die down, but honestly, this is something that's on you. No one's asking you to be the way that you are. And I feel that way, like, with these cards at the bottom. We have the Strength card, we have the Fool, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Sun. I think your situation is really, really good. I think whoever this is talking to, I think you're just good at what you do, and it comes naturally to you, but I think it's almost to a fault. I think it's almost to a fault where you just can get caught up in it, and I think you're a worker. And that's where your identity lies. And for whatever reason, you're just in a place right now where you might not feel it yet, but it's coming. Or it might be in the back of your head. I just think you just do, honestly. With the Fool card here, the Seven of Cups, I think you just do. I think you just know that you just doing you, it just brings good stuff, and you're good at what you do, and, I think you take on too much. Or you have this, like I said, you have this attitude about everything that doesn't need to be had about everything. So let's clarify here. Alright, we're going to clarify with a different deck. I just got to give it a couple shuffles here. I did shuffle ahead of time, but now that we've set our intentions to clarify for our Taurus friends, then we'll give it a couple shuffles. Okay. Let's clarify for Taurus here, and I'm just going to put all of them out. Sometimes I like to wait for something to pop out to me, but I think my hands are too big to just allow for a card to just pop out. Sometimes it happens, but I just have a really good grip on all these guys. One more. Oh, one that popped out. Okay. Two of Swords. We're going to clarify that with the Knight of Swords. Let's keep going. Six of Swords. Five of Swords. It's the Eight of Pentacles. I think I called it the Six of Pentacles in a previous thing, and I'm sorry. Eight of Pentacles. And another Ten of Pentacles. Let's see what's at the bottom here. The Hanged Man. He keeps showing up. We'll talk about him later. Let's see. Sorry, I was adjusting my heat here because I'm still pretty cold. Alright, so we have the Two of Swords, clarifying the Knight of Swords. You have a lot of swords going on here, and you have a lot of pentacles here, and we'll talk more about that, but you know, the Two of Swords is like indecision, protecting yourself. You might be finding your place with this clarifying the Knight of Swords, might be finding a place of indecision, making the wrong choice, maybe feeling like, you know, making the wrong choice will paralyze you, maybe keeping you stuck. You know, I feel like there might be some things, I feel like you might have a hard time prioritizing. So you just do everything. And I understand that. Like, asking me if you give me 5 tasks, like at work, you know, like 5 emails come in all at once or whatever. You know, how do I, of course they're all an emergency, you know, and I'm working on something else. Yeah, I want to like drop everything and like handle this. You know, I feel like that I feel like you just, either you don't know how to prioritize, nobody's really set those standards for you in terms of what needs to have the most kind of effort or attention. So you're just kind of doing it all. You're just kind of charging ahead and tackling everything with the same level of importance and speed, and you know, I think that you need to, that's just what it's telling me, is that you're indecisive, and with it paired with that Knight of Swords, I just think you don't know, you have a lot coming at you. You have a lot of things coming out. I think you have a lot of decisions to make, and I feel like how you look at it is that if I just tackle everything with the same tenacity, then it's just all going to be okay. But it wears on you. No, not everything can be a priority. That's just life. And I've been there before, and I'm sure everyone else can, you know, even if this message isn't for them, then sure they can be like, yeah, I've been in a place where I thought everything was a fucking emergency. And it's not. And that level of freaking panic is so crazy, and it sucks, and it drains you. And that's how I feel about this. That's why I feel like this is a challenge for you right now. And this is some of your next steps. So let's look at, you have the Six of Swords, so many swords, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Swords is about moving forward and embarking on a healing journey. And man, I think that's so fitting here with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a welcome kind of break from conflict, asking you to kind of guide yourself towards release, mentally and emotionally. I don't think it's asking you to leave a situation at all. I feel like this is just like you're working yourself to death. Not to death, but you're not making time for shit that's really important to you at all. We got this coming in again. You know, like, I feel like you need to let go a little bit. This is your next steps, is that you're working yourself too hard. Everything's an emergency. Everything. Yeah, no wonder that sucks. You don't know when you can't freaking breathe during the day. That's a bummer. You feel like you can't take breaks. You can't, and now like every little interruption is something that is, it's just like, it's bothersome. And then you come home and you're stressed out and you're weak and you're working for the weekend, however you want to take that, but it's like your work days rule how you freaking feel. And this is asking you to just, it's time to travel away from that. This is some sort of, it might be taking a trip. Leave with your family. Go do something fun. But this talks about leaving behind a situation for the positive. And, I think it's acknowledging that you have to leave whatever kind of mindset this is. Because I 100% think that you're working yourself too hard. And I think that it's damaging you. And I think it's going to damage your relationships. Because, that stuff can suck you in. It can suck you in terms of how you build your relationships, what you sacrifice with your family, how you treat your body, any kind of bad habits, like that thing that you do every single day that becomes your identity. That can change your whole life for better or for worse. And I think this is telling you need to take some time and you need to focus on all this good shit that you have in play. Whether this is your family, your house, things that you've worked hard for, things that have been put into your place for your betterment. Whether this is your biological family, this is your wife and children, your husband and children, your dogs, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, their family, whatever kind of material support system you have, these people are waiting for you. And this is telling you that you need to go on somewhere and leave whatever kind of weird shit that's, or weird kind of assignment that you've placed on yourself in terms of how you have to work and work and work. And go take care of them, be with them, spend time with them, because they're going to bring you out of this funk. 100%. So with the more swords, with the star in your obstacles and challenges, it's being clarified by the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is conflicts, arguments. It's, those happen, and they're a natural element of all relationships, but like how you manage yourself during that is something to remember. But I think that with it being in your challenge position, you might find yourself, telling somebody that it's going to be okay. I think that whatever this is and your livelihood, this everyday thing that's burning you out, I feel like this has been causing some problems. Whether you or somebody else has been asking for it to end or for some things to change. You're never home, or you're always doing this, or you don't have time for us, or whatever the case is. I feel like you keep telling them that I get it, this is what I do, but it's not going to be forever. I feel like you've been saying some things. It's been causing some issues, and I feel like you've been telling them that it's good, it's going to be okay, and this isn't forever, and you just got to get through X, Y, and Z. And I think deep down you're hoping for yourself too. Deep down you're really believing that to be true. You're wanting it to be true because you're wanting to have a break. Because I really get the feeling, I feel like you're getting burned out. You're getting burned out, and I think that this is going to maybe cause some problems if you don't address it. And it might already have. You might already have some bad habits. I can't think of, I'm just going to speak for myself because I don't want to say everybody or people, whatever, but you know what? Like, there are some things in my life that have come up that I've coped with doing different things. Hard day at work? Yeah, let's go to happy hour. Do you have a really stressful weekend doing whatever? Yeah, I'm gonna go like stress eat. What, like, or I'm so burnt out that I don't take care of my body. I feel like that you're wanting this to change. I feel like you have hope for it to change. But unfortunately, that it doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. And I think this is going to come with you understanding that you can let go. So let's talk about this Eight of Pentacles, clarifying your Temperance card. So this is hard work and productivity. I'm not surprised with this. I'm not surprised that it's here in your resources. And I feel like this is just telling me that your work, just you being you, not all up your own ass and thinking that everything, I feel like just your own work ethic, I think you're good at what you do. And that's why it's just so easy to fall into the place and just let it just overtake you, because I think this comes naturally. Whatever it is that you're doing, I think this comes naturally to you. And success and security are just the product of just you, of your work ethic. And the level of success is really up to you, but I just feel like whatever you're doing just comes naturally, and it's kind of just, you just got to let go. You just got to believe in just you doing you knowing how well you do your job and not having to prove something to everybody, or not having, I don't know what this is or why this is, why you feel the way that you do. I think maybe it felt good at the time. I think maybe whatever position that you're in, I think whatever position that you're in, you got there after a lot of hard work, and you realized you're really good at it, and now you've built yourself up into this position that everyone expects kind of the same kind of work out of you, but they don't understand the toll that it's taking. And I'm not saying that it's bad, and I'm not saying that you can't be this person, but I'm saying that you're this person all the time, and it's like suffocating you. And I think this in your resources and strengths is that your strength is that you're good at what you do. You don't need to try too hard, player. Like, look at this. Like, Eight of Pentacles. You're the one that decides. Nobody else's perspective. Like, people are going to keep thinking that you do go to work, no matter what in your head you have thought that you need to be. And the Temperance is telling you that, like, yeah, there's a plan behind this. Like, it's all, like, you don't got to force anything. This is divine timing. This is a divine plan. Be cool, man. Like, just be cool. You have that ability. That's what this is telling me, is like, you're good. You have that ability. Just be cool. You don't gotta stress yourself out every day. Dang. You know, and it's easy I don't know. I say this, and I'm the same kind of person. And it took me a while to really let go of that. You know, when I was single, my work has always been my identity. Always my identity. I would live, breathe, eat, plan my life around my job, and work weekends, not take vacation, never have a sick day. Like, I was always that dependable person. And then when I came into a family that had children, that required me to change my priorities, I about fell apart. I fell into some really dark days, because I'm like, oh my God, I can't give everything to my job anymore. I'm going to work hard. Like, I'm still always going to work hard, but like, I can't work on weekends because we have soccer games. Like, I can't work at night because, you know, we have family time. Like, that was all new to me. This family, this new thing that I have, so beautiful and so good to me, and I love it so much, but my God, I had a stranglehold on that identity that I had with work. So I'm telling you this to say, like, I freaking get it. I get it. but you're good at what you do. That's your strength. You're good at what you do, and it's gonna take care of itself. You don't gotta worry about this shit. You don't gotta be somebody that's like gung-ho all the time. No one's gonna disrespect you. No one's gonna think you're doing less than. I bet you there's people that say, why is this guy always like this? And there's people that probably say, I wish I was like this, or how there's no way someone could be like. I bet you there are people that talk about you like you're some sort of machine. And people, I'm sure people enjoy your company, but I'm sure there's others that are like, this isn't real. There's no way somebody can be like this all the time. And you're right, 100%. They can, but they're going to suffer for it. And I feel like that's the challenge that's coming up here now. So let's talk about your Ten of Pentacles, clarifying your Ace of Cups. Now, we already know the Ten of Pentacles. I really, this is coming down into your focus. Clarifying your Ace of Cups, this is telling you again, like, your next step is to focus on that foundation, that love, that good, that stability, that family, that community, whatever has brought you up, whatever has supported you, whatever you have in your life, whether you created it, you built it with somebody, it was provided for you, your family, your community, whatever the case is, something's telling you you need to fucking focus on it. But you have to do it. You can't just be there. You got to focus on yourself. You have to pour into yourself, and it's going to pour into your family. They're going to see it, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I just think this takes a little bit of a shift in your brain. Why? Because of the Hangman. You got to look at, you just have to understand, like, this isn't all about material things. And I think you got some I think with the Devil coming out here, there are some darker things you need to address. Why do you feel like you have to work the way that you do? Why do you feel like it's okay to prioritize this over your family? Well, I can tell you why, because it's money, and money's important, and taking care of your family is important, and you feel like that's how you take care of your family is making money. Like, I get that. But I feel like there might be something else that is deeper, maybe like a sense of purpose. Maybe you don't feel like you have one, and you're kind of wrapped around your work. Maybe there's some other things about your work that you're not really honest with yourself. It satisfies some other needs that might not be like the greatest, and you've never really addressed. I'm not saying that your job's bad. I'm just saying that maybe you like whatever's driving you to do what you do isn't like in your best interest. It's got some other meaning, and I'm not saying that you can't continue it, but I'm saying that you need to change your approach. And you need to understand that you have people, whoever this is talking to, you have people that count on you and miss you. One of them is you, but with the Ten of Pentacles showing up here, I feel like you are drowning yourself in work, and you're working too hard, and it's causing some sort of issues here, and you've probably told them over and over again, this is just temporary, or just give me this year, or this will all work out, or we'll take a vacation here soon, or I'm not going to work this weekend, I promise, or, like, we'll have time for ourselves, and it's caused issues. You have people here that really miss you, and I really feel that. And I think you need to pour into yourself a little bit more. You need to let go of how you think you need to look or be at work, and really look at what matters. Is everything a freaking emergency? Probably not. So maybe talk to somebody about that. There's got to be somebody, and if there's not, then you need to turn inwards. But I'm going to tell you that your work's not going to be affected. You're good at what you do. But I think that giving to yourself, giving to your family, whatever this Ten of Pentacles is to you, it misses you, and it needs you, and they want you there. And I just think you're working yourself ragged for the wrong reasons, and all it just takes is a shift in perspective of how can I handle this better? Can you really take care of yourself and work and have a career? And yeah, you can. You definitely can. I'm going to tell you that the percentage of focus that you put on work is going to change. But looking at this reading, it's not going to matter because you're good at what you do. And I'm going to stress that again. You're good at what you do. And you shifting perspective or what you consider proportionate effort towards whatever at work and applying that towards yourself or your family, it's not going to make a difference. Not at all. So I'd say take that and run with it, because you're just, I feel like you're working yourself to the bone for the wrong reason, and it's unnecessary. And I know that can be your identity. And I know it can be scary trying to venture off and finding other things that make you feel like you know, because we might not have had that. We might have been working ever since we were little, and work has been us. Providing for ourselves has been us. So now you want me to what? Take up painting? Now you want me to take up horseback riding? Now you want me to take up running? You know, like, tapping into that kind of emotion and that kind of self-fulfillment is a little interesting, because you're just like, what is this? You know, I know I'm good at working, and I know I work hard, but you guys, that's not what makes you alive. Unless it does, but based upon this, it doesn't. And there's people that want you around. So that's all going to be resolved with you. You have people that want you there. You're good at what you do. Your work's not going to suffer. I wouldn't worry about that at all. But you have to pour into yourself a little bit more. You need to get away from. Take a break. Take a break. Take a break from this. While you're on that break, maybe prioritize some things. Like, talk to your boss. Or if you are the boss, what is a freaking emergency? How much time should I really be giving towards this? And does it matter? Like, does it matter if I only give 2 hours instead of 5? Like, there are those shifts. I guarantee if you just looked at it and looked at it and pulled numbers and seen, like, does this really require X amount of attention? And you're going to find places to make this work. So, anyway, my Taurus friends, I really hope this helped with you. I'm going to leave it at that. Again, please like, share, subscribe. I really would like to grow this channel. I do have adjustments coming to video and audio and all that stuff. I've just been super anxious to get out here and start talking to people and doing some guidance with everybody. So the crude quality, it is a work in process, but I just couldn't wait any longer. So anyway, I really hope this message finds you well, and I will keep working on messages and guidance here as we progress through April. And I have an email address if you have any questions in the channel description. I don't do personal readings at this time. YouTube is my only platform at this time. If that changes, I'll let you know. So, but yeah, that's what I have. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.